Do you want to know the insurance plans everybody needs to know? Do you know how many insurance firms there are in the US? Over 2,500 of them are property and casualty insurance. They sell both house and vehicle insurance, making up the majority of the insurance industry. You should be able to see how diverse the insurance industry is just from that information. The key issue at hand is which of them offers crucial insurance protection. Please continue watching this video as we have compiled a list of the most important ones that most people shouldn't be without. Number 1, insurance for health. Even though it is no longer required by law, you should never forgo this kind of insurance. That is correct. In the US, having health insurance is no longer a legal necessity. State-imposed rules, however, are present in several states, including California and New Jersey. Health insurance is either required or soon will be needed in these states. A health plan can lessen the burden of medical expenses for a variety of beneficial reasons. Your out-of-pocket costs for medical treatments can be decreased with health insurance. Even free preventive measures such as checkups and screenings are provided by certain comprehensive programs. Remember that by 2027, the US might spend a startling $6 trillion on healthcare. That demonstrates how costly medical treatment has grown and how vulnerable you might be without health coverage. You may have to pay astronomical hospital and medical fees if you don't have a health insurance plan. Number 2, dental coverage. The majority of fundamental health insurance plans provide little or no coverage for dental care services. As a result of this, 3 US citizens do not have dental insurance for every adult who does not have a health insurance plan. The problem is that periodontitis and tooth decay aren't the only effects of inadequate oral hygiene. Additionally, it may have an impact on a person's general health and well-being. For instance, according to researchers, heart disease and gum disease may co-occur. Numerous additional studies have discovered connections between mental illness, diabetes, strokes, and dental health. Others discovered proof that dietary inadequacies can be caused by poor oral health. Additionally, according to some experts, obesity could be influenced by one's oral health. As you can see, maintaining good oral health is quite important. As a result, it is recommended to include dental coverage in your health insurance plan. The third insurance plan you can't do without is insurance for motor vehicles. Only 2 states in the US do not mandate the purchase of automobile insurance: Virginia and New Hampshire. It is required by law for non-residents of these states to get auto insurance. In reality, you still need proof of culpability, whether you are from the Granite State or the Old Dominion State. For instance, if you cause a vehicle accident in New Hampshire and are at blame, you must demonstrate your ability to compensate for the harm you did. In any other case, you risk having your driving license revoked. Auto insurance is optional in Virginia, although doing so will cost you about $500. This is for the uninsured motor vehicle fee, which is only a license to drive uninsured. If you get into an accident, you will probably have to pay for the damages as well because it isn't insured. Remember that about 4.4 million serious injuries are caused by traffic accidents each year in the US, where they are so prevalent. In all, these mishaps cost the economy and society a whopping sum of $871 billion annually. Another consideration is rentals and/or home insurance. There is no requirement for rentals and home insurance policies under federal and state law in the US. However, up to 62% of homeowners bought their homes with a mortgage, and this frequently happens. It is one of the most typical conditions that most mortgage lenders impose. There is no federal or state requirement for renters insurance, although landlords may insist on it from their tenants. Protecting the rented out property is often covered by a rental agreement. Renters are nonetheless protected because this coverage also covers their belongings. Even if you don't have a mortgage and your landlord doesn't need it, you should get a policy. You can be protected from unforeseen losses with a home or renter's insurance coverage. Additionally, it might aid in covering the costs of repairing or replacing property harmed by unintentional means. Another insurance you have to consider is flood insurance. Flood damage is not covered by the fundamental types of home insurance. Flood insurance is frequently required for homes located in high-risk flood zones. This consists of houses bought with government assistance. Despite your home not being in a high-risk area, you should still purchase flood insurance. First off, since 2000, there have been more floods in the US than ever before. As a result of this, even low to moderate risk homes face a serious risk of flood damage. Another insurance you have to consider is indemnity for life. According to 70% of Americans, life insurance may safeguard their financial security. As a result, it is one of the most important forms of insurance. Although only half of the respondents claimed to have one, others in the group were unclear about whether they had a life insurance policy as well. No law mandates you to acquire this kind of insurance, regardless of where you are in the US. The future of your loved ones and your own life are at stake though. If you die away, a life insurance policy helps safeguard your family's money. Even when you pay the premiums for some forms of life insurance, you can create a savings account. Permanent life insurance plans such as universal or whole life insurance are among them. These have a yearly increasing monetary value component. You might be allowed to withdraw money from or take out loans against that savings account after a while, perhaps after 10 years. Another vital insurance is insurance for disability. In the US, there are 61 million individuals who have a handicap of some kind, or 25% of the adult population. Mobility challenges are the main difficulty for the majority of them, followed by cognitive impairments. Furthermore, these illnesses affect both young individuals and older folks. Having a handicap can sufficiently affect one's capability to work. Additionally, the expenditures of care and treatment are dramatically increased by these health issues. You may safeguard your financial security and your well-being by purchasing disability insurance. Additionally, you get to protect the people in your life who rely on your income. If a sickness or accident prevents you from working, it might assist you in covering your bills and other obligations. And finally, another insurance for consideration is umbrella coverage. Coverage for claims that are not covered by other policies is offered by umbrella insurance. They are add-ons to standard insurance plans with restrictions. Whatever these limits don't cover, the umbrella portion of your policy does. Take the $100,000 property coverage limit of your homeowner's insurance as an illustration. Your home, however, was damaged by a fire and it will cost $150,000 to fix or replace those damages. If you have umbrella insurance, you ought to pay the remaining $50,000 or the maximum allowed by your umbrella policy's limitations. If you do, The aforementioned need to be your top considerations. Getting them immediately is also the greatest option because the more you wait, the more costly they could get. That's what I have for you today. I will see you in the next video.